I spent $500 on this, a typewriter. And in this video, I'm gonna walk through why I bought it, the pros and the cons, and if you should buy it too. Let's dive right in. Actually, before we dive right in, if you are a copywriter, I have a free gift for you. In the link in the description below, Copywriting Catalyst, my 63 cash cow copywriting tips guaranteed to make you some handsome profit for free is in there. All you gotta do is click the link, give me your email, tell me where to send it, and I will get it in your inbox today so you can start going through it and understanding the fundamentals of copywriting at a new level. I appreciate the support and I can't wait for you to have it. All right, let's dive back into the video. The $500 typewriter that's been making a splash all over the internet. In fact, I posted it and my Twitter feed has been going nuts. I emailed my list and I even got a response from the Daniel Throssell, who then bought it and emailed his list, and it's been a fiasco of people, copywriters specifically. In fact, I believe that me, El Capigo, was the first copywriter ever to buy the Freewriter Traveler, which is the name of the typewriter that I did buy. Now, let me dive into why I bought this typewriter. The reason I bought it is honestly because I pulled up my phone and I was a little bit disgusted with my screen time. I had a particularly heavy week and I was racking up 10 to 12 hours of screen time per day. And it just honestly added up in a way that didn't make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. And it hit me where I was like, man, I really just want to enjoy more moments that have focus and I can breathe and there's not all these tabs open and I'm not looking at a screen all day. So I literally Googled typewriter 2024. I was literally gonna go from typing pen to paper and then take a picture of it and have like ChatGPT or something transcribe it to an email for me or whatever. That was my plan. And then I came across the Freewriter Traveler. As soon as I Googled 2024 typewriter, I saw a bunch of searches for this really cool typewriter I didn't even know existed. So basically what it is, it's a smart typewriter with an e-ink screen, meaning the display is very Kindle-esque. You look at it and it's easy on the eyes and reads very much like paper. And the only thing that you can do on it is write. That's it. There's no apps, there's nothing. You just open it up, hit new, you write a new document, and bam, you could send it to your laptop because it has connectivity via Wi-Fi. That's the only technology this thing has. But I'm gonna get into that via the pros and cons. But before we go any further, I do wanna clarify, they did not send me this typewriter, they have not paid me to make this video, and they have not influenced my thoughts in any way. I pay for the Freewriter out of my pocket, my own money, and these thoughts are 100% my own. Let's dive into the pros. The first pro is it's incredibly well made. Honestly, when you pick it up, it feels very smooth, feels very high quality, a nice aluminum finish. It does have plastic on it as well, but it feels excellent, sturdy, great size. It is a full size keyboard. The clickety clack on the keyboard is wonderful. It types amazing. So truly the experience is great. And I really thought about this because I did see alternate smart typewriters like the Neo 2, but it just looked like a piece of crap. Honestly, it looked like just garbage from the 80s. It didn't look like it would be fun. It was big, bulky, chunky. After using the Freewriter for about a month and a half now, the writing experience is sublime. It's absolutely wonderful. I enjoy typing on this thing so much that it is by far my favorite and most focused writing experience. The second pro is the e-ink display. This was the whole reason I bought it anyway, was to get away from like an LCD bright 4K screen. I wanted a nice e-ink display, and this one absolutely delivers. It's truly beautiful, truly simple. It's big enough to read, but nice and small to where you could just enjoy the tight experience. I truly enjoy the e-ink display, and it'll get you hours of screen time away from your writing habits. The third pro is the simplicity and the technology. Honestly, after you get it set up, which takes you about an hour to connect to your Google Drive and things like that, it's got a button on the keyboard where after you've written your draft, you can literally just tap send and it goes straight to your Google Drive and straight to your email, which is a perfect workflow for me because then I could just go grab it out of my email, put it in my Notion or my Apple Notes, whatever, give it a nice edit, and then slay it in to go ahead and send us an email because obviously I'm an email copywriter. So most of the content that I'm writing on here is emails. And the biggest pro of all is that it does nothing but type. That's it. You could just open up a new document and start typing. There's no apps, there's no nothing on here. All you can do is focus. And I got to say, I've had some of my most heavy, perfect, deep focus flow sessions off of this thing because I've been able to just put my headphones on, turn some music on my phone, throw my phone in my bag and go to town typing on this thing. And I've got no tabs open, no messages popping up. It's just pure bliss of focus, and it is probably the biggest pro of all. Let's get to some of the cons. The first con being it's expensive. As you read in the title, it is a $500 typewriter, and that is not including if you get a sleeve or anything like that. I mean, for 500 bucks, you can technically buy like a Chromebook or one of those like small notebook laptops that does everything but type. But again, that's not the focus of what this does. This is for writers who are looking for a lot more focus and a lot more simplicity in their writing habits. The next con is that editing on this thing is horrible. This thing is not for editing. I mean, technically you could do like the shift and page up and page down and try and find your word, but it's not tap display. You can't like use a cursor. Oh, it's horrible. Editing on it is horrendous. I've tried to edit on it and then I just realized, no, not a chance. Honestly, half the time, if I don't free flow an entire document, I'll probably just end up starting a new document, starting from scratch. But it's also forced me to just honestly write and edit separately, which I was already doing, but now this is just to a new level where it's like, just focus on writing, send it to your laptop, edit it in Notion or Google Docs later, call it a day. The third con is it does have a slight lag from your typing. So you type a little and it takes a millisecond to a second to actually show up on the screen, which by the way, does not bother me. I barely notice it, especially after a couple days. But I've heard people in the comments where I've posted it on Twitter and talked about it via my email where people are like, the lag would drive me nuts. Honestly, I don't think it's as bad as it is, but I do have to mention it because I think it would bother other people more than it bothers me. And the last con is the formatting. It doesn't have any formatting or emojis or anything like that, which if you're on my email list and you read my emails are really fun. I use like H2 headlines to break up the text, these bullet points. I do italics, markdowns, bolds, all this stuff. And it does cost more editing on the back end. But again, this is for smooth drafts on the front end, but it is a con to not be able to do it up front. Those are my pros and cons. Now, let me tell you who I would recommend this for. I would recommend this for anybody that already has a daily writing habit built. If you are now just getting into writing, or you want to start a daily writing habit and you think that buying this $500 writing tool will motivate you enough to do it, I just wouldn't recommend it. For me, I've already built a 1 to 2 hour per day daily writing habit where 1,000 to 2,000 words per day is not uncommon at all. And I was trying to solve a problem of screen time and focus, right? If those are not your problems and you just want to build a daily writing habit, just do it on your iPad or on your MacBook. Justify that this is something you're gonna stick with in the long term before you make a massive investment like this. Otherwise, if you already have a daily writing habit, then yes, I would recommend this. And the reason I would recommend it is because you're going to be putting hours per day not on a screen, and you're going to have way more focus. And to me, that's worth 500 bucks because at the end of the year, you're gonna rack up 600 to 1,000 hours that would have been on your MacBook, that would have been on your phone, that would have been on your iPad, writing content, and you're gonna be way more distracted. Your content's not gonna be as good, and I guarantee you're not gonna get as much writing done. I've gotten way more writing done. I've truly enjoyed the process. I've upgraded 1 to 2 hours a day of my life, just enjoying the writing process even more. And that to me is tremendously worth it. Highly recommend it. Wanted to get the word out for you guys. And I'd love to know, what questions do you have about the Freewriter Traveler? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them for you. That wraps us up for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, please, it would mean the world to me for you to like the video and subscribe to the channel to know that you want more content on copywriting, learning how to be a copywriter, the best tools, how to make money copywriting, everything copywriting. I'd love to help you, but I can't do that unless you subscribe to the channel. And don't forget your free gift, Copywriting Catalyst, on the way out. Hope this has been really beneficial, really helpful to you. I appreciate you more than you know, and I will catch you on the next video.